Come to sit at the back of your mat. Open your knees as wide as the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Sit back onto your heels and bow in between your thighs, reaching the arms forward. Resting the forehead onto the earth or onto a block. Option to stack one palm on top of the other and rest your forehead there. Begin to lengthen and deepen your breath. Reaching the arms forward as you press the sitting bones to your heels. Breathe deep into the front and the back of the body. And start to switch on your Ujjayi Pranayama, slight constriction at the back of the throat so your breath is audible on both the inhale and the exhale. Bring your hands in a prayer without lifting the head in front of you and reach your prayer behind your head. Maybe walking the elbows further forward, widening the space under the armpits. Breathe deep into this space. Release the hands down. Come onto all fours, hands and knees, tabletop, parallel your knees. Line up the shoulders with the wrists. Take an inhalation. Lift your knees and your hips up and back into Tiger Dog. Take a moment. Tiger Dog, knees are bent, heels are lifted. Begin to bend one knee at a time, descending the opposite heel down. So as you bend one knee, straighten the opposite leg, reaching the heel towards the earth. Do this slowly. And take your time. Inhale, come high onto your toes, reaching the sitting bones to the sky. Exhale, draw the heels towards the earth. Inhale, high onto your toes. Exhale, draw the heels to the earth. Inhale, high onto your toes, reach the sitting bones towards the sky, lengthen. Exhale, toes to the earth. Inhale high onto your toes, hinge forward into plank. Bring your knees down, hips to heels, child's pose with toes tucked under. Come back onto all fours, rounding your spine. Exhale, arch. Open your chest and your throat. Take another inhalation here, and on the exhalation, press up and back. Tiger Dog or Downward Facing Dog. Lengthen. Again, inhale high onto your tippy toes, hinge forward into plank, knees down, arch your upper back for cow. Take an extra inhalation, and on the exhalation, press up and back. Tiger Dog or Downward Facing Dog. Inhale high onto your toes, hinge forward into plank like a wave, bring your knees down, round back, bring your hips to your heels, child's pose with toes tucked under. Inhale, come back up onto all fours. Exhale, press up and back. Tiger Dog or Downward Facing Dog. Inhale high onto your tippy toes, hinge forward into plank like a wave. Bring your knees down. Sit back onto your heels, child's pose with toes tucked under, forehead rests. Inhale, come back up onto all fours and arch. Exhale, press back, Tiger Dog or Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, hinge forward into plank. Bring your knees down. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose with toes tucked under, forehead rests. Inhale, come rounding forward, back onto all fours. Exhale, lift your knees and your hips up and back, Tiger Dog or Downward Facing Dog. Tiger Dog is a great primer for the spine. Open your feet as wide as the mat. Now hold the outside edges of the mat. Bend the knees, bringing the chest closer to the thighs. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend the legs, bring the chest to your thighs. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend and stay in the shape now with the knees bent into Frog Dog. It's okay to keep the heels a little lifted. Continue to breathe deep and lengthen. Walk your feet hip distance, bring the hands shoulder distance, and walk your hands back to your feet. So you're now in a forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale into a halfway lift with hands on the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, interlace the fingers behind you, fill up with breath. And on the exhalation, fold deeper, reaching the arms overhead. Nod the head. Yes, shake the head. No, releasing the neck. Engage your core muscles and your inner thigh muscles. Bend your right leg. Bring your right shoulder onto your right knee. Draw the left shoulder towards the sky. Open twist to the left. Bend your left knee. Bring your left shoulder to your left knee. Draw the right shoulder towards the sky as you straighten your right leg. Twist to the right. Bend your knees. Come back to center a little bit more and exhale. Fold deeper if you can, reaching the arms overhead. Release the interlace, bring the hands down, walk it back out to Downward Facing Dog and lengthen. Come back to your breath. Inhale, hinge forward into plank, high onto your tippy toes, bend the knees and press back. Shakti waves. Feel free to look at me if you've never done this before. Making waves with your spine. Inhale, come high onto your tippy toes, hinge forward into plank, bend the knees and press back. Come high onto your toes, walk your feet to your hands as if you were on 6 inches heels. Stay. Bring the heels down. Inhale into a halfway lift at the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Join your prayer, lengthen. Exhale, bring the prayer to the heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Walk to the front of the mat if you're not there already. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, hands in prayer. Hold your left wrist with your right hand and exhale, side bend to the right. Come back to center. Hold your right wrist now with your left hand and side bend to the left. Side body opening. Inhale, reach the arms up. Upward salute or Asana. Exhale, bend the knees. Interlace the fingers behind you and open your chest and your throat. Take another inhalation and on the exhalation, fold forward with arms overhead. Keep the inner thighs strong. Release your hands, bring them down. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, step your left leg back, bring your left knee down. You're in a low lunge. Inhale, arms reach out and up. For low lunge, scissor the inner thighs, reach up and back. Hold your left wrist and side bend to the right. Come back to center. Hold your right wrist and side bend to the left. Come back to center, reach up, separate the hands. Bring the hands down either side of the right foot and press back. Straightening your right leg for half split pose. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, lunge, open the chest and the throat. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lift your left knee up. Left leg is straight. Plant your hands at either side of the right foot. Step your right foot back. You're in plank. Bring your knees down. Chest and chin down. Ashtangasana. Butt is high. Elbow squeeze in. Release your body to the earth. Release your toes. Press everything down. Inhale, lift your chest for cobra. Exhale, lower. Go through bent knees. Back into downward facing dog or tiger dog. Look forward. Come high onto your toes and step your feet to your hands again. High onto your toes. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open the arms out and up as you come into standing. Join your prayer overhead. Lengthen. Bend the elbows now and hold opposite elbows with the right forearm in front. Take an inhalation here and exhale. Side bend to the right. Maybe looking at your left elbow. Inhale, come back to center. Side bend to the left, holding opposite elbows. Inhale, come back to center. Reach the arms up, separate the hands. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Take another inhalation and on the exhalation, fold forward with arms overhead for chest expansion. Release the hands, release them down. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, arms reach out and up for low lunge. Hold your right wrist with your left hand and side bend to the left. Come back to center. Hold your left wrist with your right hand, side bend to the right now. Inhale, come back to center, separate your hands, reach up. Exhale, release your hands at either side of the left foot, lunge. On the inhalation, exhale, press back, straighten your left leg, curl toes to shin, half split pose. Keep it going. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, press back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, straighten your left leg, curl left toes to shin. Inhale, lunge. Lift your right knee up, right leg is straight. Hands at either side of the left foot. Plant your hands, step your left leg back into plank. Bring your knees down, chest and chin down. Release your body to the earth. Release your toes. Press everything down. Inhale, reach your chest up for cobra. Exhale, go through bent knees. Back into downward facing dog. Come back to the breath. Look forward, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Turn the knees and the toes out and squat down for Malasana. Bring your arms inside your knees, hands in prayer. Draw the navel to the spine. Bring the thumbs to the space between the eyebrows, third eye center, and bow. Release your right hand to the outside of the right leg. Extend the left arm up, open twist to the left. Release your left arm now to the outside of the left foot and reach the right arm up for open twist to the right. And again, bring the hands down in front of you and swivel from side to side, coming onto the right toes, bending into the right knee, coming into the left toes, bending into the left knee. Come back into Malasana with hands in prayer. Rest your third eye onto your thumbs, the space in between your eyebrows. Come back to the breath. Release the hands down. Come into a forward fold. Open your feet as wide as the mat. Reach the toes forward. Reach the arms forward for a functional forward fold and lengthen. It's okay to keep the knees a little bent. Reach the arms forward as the hips draw back. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders, heel to your feet hip distance. Inhale, bring your hands onto your shins for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms out and up, come into standing. Join your prayer above your head, lengthen. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Join your prayer. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back and your left leg. You're in plank. Body's parallel. Strong thighs. Push the heels out. Bend the knees and press back into Shakti waves. High onto your toes. Hinge forward. Bend the knees. Making waves with your spine. Continue at your own pace. Come into stillness now, into Tagadongo, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, step your right leg through. Keep your back knee lifted. Left hand stays underneath left shoulder. Reach the right arm to the sky for an open twist. Begin to draw circles with your right arm from front to back, flexing your right wing, ready to take flight on this brand new day. Bring both hands inside the right foot. Come to face the long edge of the mat. Legs and feet are parallel and bow in between your legs for Prasarita. Inhale, come high onto your fingertips for halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale into a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bend the elbows, fold in. Crawl now to your left foot. You're facing the back of the mat. Frame your left foot. Release your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Lift your left arm up. Open twist to the left now. Begin to draw circles with that left wing from front to back, maybe following the arm with your gaze. Continue drawing circles. Bring both hands inside the left foot. Bend into your right knee, straightening your left leg for Ashtangasana. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg, Ashtangasana to the left, and continue from side to side. You're welcome to stay high or come all the way down. Bend into your left knee, now straighten your right leg, curl toes to shins, hands are down for support. Bring your left knee down. Release your left toes and sit onto your left heel. Bow between your bent left leg and your straight right leg. Stay onto the elbows and lengthen your low back here. Begin to re-emerge, coming upright with your torso. Come to sit down now and bring your left foot, left sole of the foot in your groin. Reach the arms overhead for a Kini Mudra, lengthen, and on the exhalation, reach forward to your own degree, bow again. You're welcome to stack one fist on top of the other, rest your forehead there. A variation of Janus Shavasana, head to knee pose. Begin to re-emerge, come upright with your torso, release your left hand to the outside of the left hip, right arm alongside the right leg, take an inhalation and exhale, side bend to the right with the left arm alongside the left ear, lengthen your left side body, release your left hand down, reach your right arm up and side bend to the left now. Reach up and back. Maybe coming onto the left forearm. Come upright, face your right leg now. Reach your arms up, all fingertips touching for a Kini Mudra. Lengthen on the inhalation and on the exhalation. Fold over that right leg to your own degree. If available, hold the foot, but keep a long spine. Release, come upright with your torso. Come to stand now onto your left knee with the right leg straight. Lift your left knee up. You're now onto your left toes. Come to face the front of the mat. Bend into your right knee. You're back in a low lunge. Look forward. Step your left foot to meet your right and forward fold. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open the arms out and up. As you come into standing, join your prayer above your head. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Hold opposite elbows with the left forearm in front. And exhale, side bend to the left now. Inhale, come back to center. Belly in and up. Lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, release the arms, reach them up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into plank. Hold plank for a moment, bend the knees and press back for Shakti waves. Making waves with the spine again. Coming high onto your toes, hinging forward into plank. Bend the knees and press back, undulating through the spine. Continue. Find stillness now in Tagadongo, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath, allow it to normalize and smooth out. Inhale, left leg lifts straight up and back. Exhale, step your left leg through, bend into your left knee. Right hand stays where it is, left arm reaches towards the sky. We're back into those arm circles. Flex your left wing, drawing circles from front to back with the left arm. Option to drop the right knee down if it's too much. Release both your hands inside your left foot. Bend into your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Skandasana to the left. Bend into your right knee. Come onto your right toes. Skandasana to the right. You're facing the long edge of the mat and continue to move from side to side. Yogic Lunge. When you come onto your right knee, bend into your right knee, straighten your left leg, hold Skandasana, bring your right knee down, release your toes and sit onto your right heel with the left leg straight, curl left toes to shin and bow in between your bent right leg and your straight left leg. Stay onto the elbows. Option to stay upright if it's too much. No pinching in the low back here. Focus on lengthening your low back, the lumbar spine. Re-emerge, come upright with your torso. Release your toes, sit down now, bringing the right sole of the foot in your groin. Inhale, reach the arms up, all fingertips touching. Lengthen. And exhale, release your right hand down, left arm alongside the left leg, and side bend to the left with the right arm alongside the right ear. Right hand down, left arm up, side bend to the right, to the left arm alongside the ear, and continue to go from side to side. Side bending to the right with the left arm alongside the left ear. Option to come onto the right elbow and deepen the pose. Left arm is super straight. Come to face your left leg now. Reach the arms up into Hakini Mudra. Lengthen, and on the exhalation, fold over that left leg. Lengthen here. Re-emerge. Bend now into your left knee. You're facing the front of the mat. Lift your right knee up. You're in a low lunge. Hands are at either side of the left foot. Look forward. Step forward. Inhale into a halfway lift with fingertips on the earth. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands and step back into Tiger Dog or Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, come high onto your toes, hinge forward into plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down. Ashtangasana, squeeze the elbows in, navel to spine. Release the body to the earth, release your toes. Press everything down. Inhale for cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, go through bent knees, back into downward facing dog. Taking this time to come back to the breath. Inhale, hinge forward into plank. Bring your knees down, release your toes, release your whole body down, belly down, face down. Reach the arms forward, hands in prayer. Forehead rests onto the earth for full prostration, full Danda Pranam. Bowing to the possibilities that this brand new day will inevitably bring. Release your prayer hands and roll onto your back. Ensure you don't have a ponytail. Bend your legs. Release the arms by the side of your body. Feet and legs are hip distance. Take an inhalation, and on the exhalation, lift your hips, low back, middle back, and upper back off the earth for bridge. Press everything down to lift everything up. If you have the space, shrug one shoulder under and the other, clasp the fingers and press everything down to lift everything up a little bit more. Strong inner thighs, strong core. Continue to lengthen your thighs towards the back of the mat as you draw the chest towards the chin, but move the chin away from the chest. Ensure the knees are parallel like railway tracks. your inner thighs are working harder than your glutes. Breathe deep into your chest, your lungs, your heart. Release your body onto your arms if it's comfortable. This deepens the opening in the chest and the shoulders. Feel free to release the arms, lift your hips, unclasp your fingers and release the arms. Open the feet as wide as the mat, bring your knees to touch, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Take a moment to drink in the effects of this back bend. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Bring the knees into the chest, one hand on each kneecap. Begin to draw circles with your knees around your hips. Bringing the knees in, pushing them out. Change direction, massaging the hip socket, the thigh, releasing the core and the low back. Keep the knees together now and continue to draw circles. Massaging your sacrum, perhaps tracing the contours of the sacrum. Bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, maybe kiss your knees, and release down for final resting pose, Shavasana. Straighten your legs, release the arms to the side, palms facing the sky, ready to receive. Fully surrender into this pose. Again, welcoming the possibilities of this brand new day. Bend your legs, feet flat onto the earth. Roll onto one side, using your bottom arm as a pillow, fetal position. Coming to an easy seat, maybe the eyes are closed. Taking this time to simply notice how you feel. Bring the hands in a prayer in front of the heart. Thank yourself for practicing. Bring your prayer hand to your third eye. Namaste.